welcome back to Cids Modern Life, episode 136 with me, Cid. And since last episode, I did this last episode, and I've now put the walls in here. Not 100%, they need detail. But I've repeated that around this side now, which basically means we now have these areas to do. But I said I'd leave it until I'd seen your comments about what you thought about these and thoughts before I continued on. One of the benefits to recording in advance is if I'm ill or anything crops up, then there's still content. One of the downsides to recording significantly in advance is, how do I put it, is the inability to respond to comments in a timely manner. Often by the time people have given their comments, then we've already moved on. So yeah, we're leaving the Dwarven Fortress today. I will point out one thing, and that is that we are going to take this tunnel. It's going to come all the way out through here. Somehow, maybe we'll bring it down, continue it on downwards. I haven't decided yet because this is actually quite high up. I'm surprised this is as high as it goes, but from here we can continue out this way, and very easily if we head across this road, this river and this river, well, I'll not fly the whole wood distance. Over here is the farming area, so we can kind of connect our settlements or areas up. Now I'm going to leave that blocked off for the time being. I haven't exactly decided how I'm going to play with that. I may take that corridor down and continue it on like they're an underground river, and bring the other one out higher up. You know, the possibilities are endless. Hey, hello, where am I? Here we go. Yeah, so that is that. Let me just make sure. Yeah, we don't want that there. Right. So this episode, I'm going to go and work on another project that needs a little bit of love and attention over near the library, Alexandria. What is that? The yeah, that's a very old death marker. Let me waypoints. Can you not hide? No, alright. Oh, on. There you go. That's better. It's not longer. I keep those on because they're little reminders. Now, there's been a few suggestions about having some improved mods added to the pack. They've been taken on board. I have not done them yet, but that doesn't mean we won't. Mouse's Mobs was one of the ones. Mouse's Mobs, what was it? Simple Mobs? I can't remember the names now. Anyway, there are a number of suggestions, but I need to grab some stuff. So we're going to grab some sandstone. Quite a bit of sandstone, actually, to start off with, and some lapis. And I want 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. That's all we need. That will do us for starters. So let me head over to Alexandria, and I will see you in a moment. All right, so we're going to try and recreate something I made an awfully long time ago, and this is about 28 blocks long. So have I got my tool bag? Tape measure, thank you. It's about 28 long, so let's go from here. No. Best I can tell is about 28 long anyway. So if I go, that's 28, 29, 30. That's 29. So, and about 10 wide. So if I were to come, well, when we actually started, okay, that's fine. So if I were to come from here and go from there, we want to go 2 in, it's 10 wide and 28 long. So it's going to go from there, and it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And if I were to come from here, oops, no, let's try that again. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 to there. Now, it's not a perfect square, but that is the dimensions of the item we're going to be building. Okay, let me let me think about this. I can create slabs of those, that's good. Clear the measurements, and we'll get rid of you, and we'll put that away. Handy little tool, that. Oh, what happened there? That's not what I wanted to happen. That's what I wanted to happen. Right, I need to work out what I'm doing where. So let me just go back to, this is an old build. I've got the pictures up on the screen elsewhere, and yeah, I'm going to need some other materials for it as well, but I'll be back with you in a sec. Alright, so I'm just working these out. So we've got this coming forward like a slab, and then from there we would go in, I think, what is it? Look, I've got the picture on screen. Yeah, you haven't. I have. 1, 2, 3. And then we come in and we go 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3. And then we've got that for 3, I think. Yeah. 2, 3, and then 1. And then this will go 1, and then 1, 2, 3, and maybe 1, 2. And I've done that on the wrong side. Oh man. Oops, and I've just gone and broke something. Alright, here we go. It's one of those days. Right, let's try that again. Doing it on the right side this time. So from there we went 1, is that 3 or 4? I think that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we got 1, 2, 1, then 1, 2, 3. Then from here you end up with 1, 2, 1, 2, oops, 2, 1, 2. So that's your 3, then you go in like that. But here, at this point, we start with another. We go 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, maybe 2 more. I don't know on that quite yet. It's very difficult, and I haven't. These pictures are pictures that are rendered images, so they're artistic rather than technical, if you like. The images that I took from the old vanilla server when I did the Egyptian themed spawn, but that would seem to be roughly about right. And at the moment we've got what looks potentially like a rabbit corpse, I suppose. But what I need to do is just go over there, and then we can, I think we should be able to, zoom in, if I can get some zoomage. I should also check that I am actually recording, but that's fine. Let me just check. Yes, I am. So let me get my, that's not what I wanted. Picture, give me that back. So that is that 1. got to be a whole block because that, yeah, it is a whole block. So if I go and we'll just craft up another blob of this smooth sandstone. Now this smooth sandstone's a bit bland, but it does at least do the job correctly. And that comes back 1, 2, 3, and then again I think 1, 2, 3 like that, and then 1, 2, 3 probably. That would seem appropriate. And if you haven't guessed what this is, they're going to be big sphinxy cats, or cats anyway, not sphinxes, but catses. So yeah, they will go like so. All the way up like this. So I'm going to just get a little bit more of this. As I say, I'm really just copying from a diagram at the moment, a picture at the moment. So not the most entertaining content, but I need to work from something. I'm going to try and get this one of these built. Once I've done the other one, there'll be another one on this side, which is going to need a little bit of landscaping to change the sand and everything over here. We're also going to hide some mega torches in them, so we prevent spawning in this immediate area to stop the slimes. But yeah, let me get a little bit more done. I'll be back with you in a second. Alright, I've got the basic structure. Basically this is an exact copy, or as best as I can tell, an exact copy of what I built in vanilla. And this is this fella here. Now we can, I am certain, improve this. There's several things we need to do. I need to bring the entire thing forward at least 2 blocks, because we're definitely we're definitely out that way. The proportions of the body seem a little bit too high for me, so I think I'm going to drop this maybe 1, maybe 2 blocks. And then obviously we can start throwing more modded materials into this, because at the moment we are purely playing with actually, yeah, vanilla. I mean, we've got, you know, that is oh, quark is polished sandstone, but you know, yeah, so what, that's about the only non-standard. Now it wasn't slabs, it was actually whole blocks, so that's another thing which will change, I think. So yeah, my first job is to bring this entire thing forward 3 blocks, I think. So yeah, that's my first job. Back in a bit. Alright, well, we brought the whole thing forward a whole 3 points. Now I want to bring it down 2. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to strip out this level here. I think. Yeah. Let's try that. Now this is, we'll strip out this level, and then we'll also strip out 1 level about here maybe. Just bring that down so it does. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think so. Let's do 1 to start off with, and this is painstakingly slow and unpleasant work, but you know, you got to have your canvas right before you can start working on the actual art of whatever it is you're trying to build. So yeah, important stuff to do. So we can take that one out, we'll bring it all down 1, and I will see how that looks, and then maybe take another one out. See you in a moment. Alright, I think that looks a little bit better in proportion just with the 1. I think any more down would be actually too small. So now I think it's time to get modded on its ass, really. So the question is, what do we do? Do we first things first, we need to take I was playing around with the idea of using void stone for the eyes, which is quite a nice purple, but I'm not sure. Let's have a, because there is this one here, which if we were to just pop, well, probably easier to do this. Looks derpy to me. Don't like that. All right. Okay, let's just forget that a second. Let's go, and I'm going to take these out anyway, because they are not my item of choice. Now for the collar, I'm tempted to stay with. I'm actually tempted to go with lapis, but go with the lapis in this. Maybe. Let's have a look. I've only got 4 on me, but yeah, I like that. It's a nicer, richer colour. Right, so I'm going to grab some more lapis, and I'm going to grab some emerald, I think. Well, 2 of those outside the front are going to look pretty impressive, I think. And then we can start using a few other things like chisels and bits. And oh, it's a horse. I wonder what the hell that was. I thought it was some kind of crab monster. Yeah. So I think emerald, chiseled emerald. Let's go fly a kite. So it's amazing actually how difficult building something from pictures is. Let me get rid of the gold, and we want lapis. Yeah, we'll just take the lot, so that it'll do. And that's probably our first instance. Okay, so you go over here. Let's have a look. Because then what I'm going to do is we'll extend the path and the road through here. I'm going to extend the road out this way, past bouncy fella here, so it comes down into here. And we're going to do some, I don't know, we'll do some more work around the area as well. But for now, let's try changing up some of these. I do like that particular chisel texture. It's you probably noticed it's a particularly vibrant colour with a gold trim. Just looks like, you know, very posh. Very posh indeed. Let's have a look. Now I was thinking that we could go with something like this. Might work. Let's try that. Oh yeah, yes. I like it. I like it a lot. Right. So armed with all of that and that, we'll chuck the gold blocks and the redstone blocks and these bits of crap that I've picked up, quite literally in some cases, back. We'll chisel the void stone back to that. The void stone is there for a reason, but not necessarily for a good reason. Right now it's for a different build entirely. And that can go in there for now. Anything else we need to think about? I don't think there is. Okay. And you can go back in there. So what do we want to do around here? Well, first things first, we'll have a look at this. Now I think there is I think we could come out here and maybe just give this poor area a little bit of a texture. Not much of one, just a little bit of one. And I don't know why I'm doing it the L shape. I couldn't give you a good reason why. It just seemed like a good idea at the time. Did I do that the other way around? I did, didn't I? That's fine. So that just gives a certain amount of texture to the build. We'll go back to sandstone for the time being. I don't think I can do anything with that. I can't. So the next thing is, do we want to start with an empty chisel bag and a chisel? And then we can come up, let's have a look at the ears for starters. So I'm thinking if we come in and just change you, let's try that for starters. I mean, it looks a bit derpy right now, but we can do the same here, and maybe even do that. And at this side we can, so they start to look more cat-like. Hello. And then maybe like that. Well, that makes them look more cat-like. I still think this looks like it could do with some, in fact I think we could do with doing that. Yep, I like it. What else? Well, we can repeat these and make some curvature on the head here. And similarly, if we want to, what about if I did that here? Yeah, that's starting to shape up nicely. I do need to sleep quickly, so let's just get that out of the way. So, but yeah, so I'm going to do a little bit of shaping. I might add, I'm not sure about the underside. I quite like that flat shape there. I may add a bit of shape to the neck here. But I'm not going to go mad, just get a little bit of shaping done, and again, I'll be back in a mo. Alright, I've done a load of chiseling. I'm just putting some hieroglyphs into this. I don't know why, they might have hieroglyphs written on the side of their sphinx, but my fellas are having a hieroglyph on the side of their sphinx, because why not? I mean, you know, they might have done. I'm fairly certain they didn't, but, you know, I'm going with it. I'm running. This is happening. Let's go with a birdie. So what we got is we got a fairly smooth shaped sphinxy thing now. And what I want to do, I'm going to try and sleep somewhere. If I've got anywhere left on this thing, we can sleep. And then we need to duplicate it over there, which is going to be fun, because now I've chiseled it, it's even more complicated than before. But on the whole, I am liking this. Now, the other thing I want to do is, let me just stick a block in here, and I want to stick actually I'll stick it there, it doesn't really matter. And then we shall go and pop that in. So I'd like to try and stop these magma slimes spawning. Now these will do 32 blocks in each direction, so basically 2 chunks out this way, 2 chunks out that way, but we'll get overlap between them. So my next job is to duplicate this fella, and that's going to take a while, so back in a bit. Alright, well, I've done it. It took a while. I've also put some sand in just to terraform the area up a little bit, or landscape the area, but here we go. There we go, 2 cats in front of the Great Pyramid there. I'm really pleased with the way they've worked out, to be honest. Yeah, there's probably things we could have done that are more, that would have increased the moddedness of them, but I think for the most part these legs look a little bit too long. However, what I did want to do is just come down here and at least down as far as here, just put in just down a little bit further, maybe to here for now. And we've got a mix. We can, you know, we can use a mixture of sandstones and sand and There's probably even some is there some sandy stuff we can do. Let's have a look. We got red sand, obviously. We got sand. We got soul sand. We know about. We've got polished soul sand bricks from quartz, which is probably not what I'm after. We have got chiseled sand, and that's actually it. I'm surprised. I thought there would be slightly more. Would have thought Natura would have had something at the very least. Sandstone bricks we can do though. That's not a problem, and we'll just scatter this in amongst the place and just get this, you know, looking somewhat finished. I should probably need some more sandstone actually as well. Typical, but yeah, won't take too long, and we should be able to, well, not finish this. This area is never going to be finished quite that easily. Now, here is a thing that I don't know whether this actually exists in this version of Quark, does it? It doesn't, damn it. 1.12 has a thing called the trowel, which is, in all honesty, I think a really, really exciting looking piece of kit. But we'll have a few of these sandstone bricks as well. Just scatter them in here. But what it does is it basically it randomizes and places blocks in a random pattern. So basically it does this automatically with the blocks in your hot. I think it's your hotbar off the top of my head, but yeah, this will do us for starters. We'll get a little bit more work done in this area. Kind of bounce around areas and project areas and just get different things. So for example, we've got the chestnut farm, which I know for a fact is absolutely full of, well, believe it or not, chestnuts. You know, what else would you expect? We need to work on that. There's so many little projects to do, and I think that's one of the niceties of having a pack like this, is that you can just keep on doing these little projects. Let me pull myself together, and I will be right back with you. Alright, are you all sitting comfortably? Because we haven't done this since the reboot that will not be re-mentioned. It's comments time. So, let's start off with, I'm glad you're playing the 1.10.2 pack again, Vesu 6A. Vesu 6A. I swear you guys pick your names just so I can't pronounce them. Yeah, it is nice to be in the 1.10 world. I mean, there's a lot of happy memories in this world, so it is nice in there. Now, J2982able. There's a story behind that name, I'm sure. I love your exploration videos, and the rambling accompanies them. I'm dying to know the rest of the statue story, by the way. I don't think there really was much of more to that statue story. It was just that there was this brief moment where I told a female living statue that she was my favourite statue, and it sounded somewhat pervy. There's plenty more to that story. I can't remember it all though, because I was drunk. So if you can't think of anything else to do, you should add a bunch of mob mods that will make tougher. I'll have a use for that bunkie you made, lol. Ikuro Fuma. Well, you've always made Ikuro mention Mousy's mobs. There's quite a few mob mods, and yeah, I will look at expanding within the 1.10 on the basis that certainly a 1.13 or 1.14 season is definitely going to be a total reboot. So we'll see where we go. At the end there, I was internally shouting at the screen. Internally, I tend to do it externally. You never tried fortune picking them, even after mentioning you were going to early in the video. This is in reference to the gems. So we'll go and do that in a moment. Have I got any left? I might not have any left. But that was Thirax. Thirax. I'm not going in with not touching the surname because I'm definitely yeah, Thirax. And Elite 11 said, I really enjoyed this world. I'm glad to see it stay. So yeah. Anyway, I think. Oh, let me get out of here. We'll pop you into the comment section. Bonk, no. Bonk. We'll get dressed again because, you know, it's hostile outside. And we'll jump across to home and let's see, have I got any silent gem stuff in here? Only Ender Essence. Now that is actually so that we'll try, because I think that should work the same as a gem. Have I got my fortune pick? I have. Interesting. It definitely did not like that, did it? Okay. Right. Well, in that instance, yeah, we learned that maybe they don't like being fortuned. I'll try the gem blocks next time I have some, but I think on that note, until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon. And bye for now.